Next matchup, Pirates, Cards, 215, St. Louis. The Cards are minus 200, totals at 9. We saw a 10-cent move towards St. Louis. No movement on the total as of yet. The Cards open at $1.90, up to minus 200. Total open end remains 9 flat. 68% are leaning St. Louis, 55% shaded toward the under. Right now, the Pirates are plus 180 on the money line. The Cardinals are plus 105 on the run line. We have Steve Bro for the Pirates, Miles Michaelis for the Cardinals. Michaelis comes into this game with a 3.94 ERA and a 1.22 whip. He also has 97 strikeouts. Now, Steve Bro on the other side for Pittsburgh, 4.09 ERA, 1.50 whip. He also has 33 walks in just 66 innings pitched. The Cards are just a half game back for that second wildcard spot in the National League. They are sixth in runs allowed, second in runs allowed at home, third in hits allowed at home. Now, the Pirates on the other side, losers in 8 out of their last 10. They've also dropped 23 out of their last 27 ball games. Really bad run there for the Pirates. They're also 26th in runs allowed. Now, total-wise, the Cards are 6-0 to the under in their last 6. I'm going to lean Cardinals minus 1.5 in the under 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, Rockies, Padres, 3:40 Eastern first pitch in San Diego. The Padres are minus 115, totals 8.5. No movement on the total as of yet. We did see a nickel fade of San Diego. The Padres open $1.20, down to 115. Total open end remains at 8.5. 67% are leaning Colorado, 79% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Rockies are plus 105 on the money line. The Padres plus $1.75 on the run line. We have German Marquez for the Rockies, Danielson Lamet for the Padres. Lamet's just 1-2 with a 1.27 whip. He also has 13 walks in just 30 innings pitched. Now, German Marquez for the Rockies, one of the few bright spots for this team this year. He comes into this game with a 10-5 record, 1.21 whip. He also has 154 strikeouts and just 155 innings pitched. Now, the Padres are 6 games under 500. Just 55 and 61 overall for the year. They also won just 28 out of 58 at home. They rank 23rd in scoring on average per game and 29th in home hits, which is second to last in Major League Baseball. The Padres have also won just 21 out of 53, taking on teams under 460, and they're winning just 44% of their games at the current market price. Now, the Rockies on the other side, 15 and 10 straight up when German Marquez makes the start. They're also 7th in scoring, 4th in hits. When it comes to the total, the Rockies are 80% to the over in their last 5. The Padres 8-4 to the over in their last dozen. I'm going to lean toward another underdog. Give me the road dog in this one. I like Colorado plus 105 in the over 8.5 runs in that game. Next matchup, Rays, Mariners. Not skipping that one today. We're going to cap it. Unfortunately, I skipped that one yesterday. Totally slipped my mind. But anyway, we're going to do it today. We got the Rays taking on the Mariners, 410 Seattle. The Rays are minus 165, totals at 9. We did see a nickel move toward Tampa Bay. No movement on the total as of yet. The Rays open $1.60, up to 165. Total opens and remains at 9. 57% are leaning Rays, 67% shaded toward the over. Right now, Seattle's plus 155 on the money line. The Rays minus $1.20 on the run line. We have Ryan Yarbrough for the Rays, Matt Whistler for the Mariners. Now, for the Mariners, whenever their probable is to be announced or it's unknown, I feel like a couple of the sites that I go to, they always plug in Matt Whistler. Like, does Matt Weisler or Whistler, does he ever actually start these games? Let me know in the comments section below. But it seems like whenever they're TBA or they have no probable, these sites put in this Matt Whistler guy. So anyway, Ryan Yarbrough for the Rays, 10-3 on the year, 3.90 ERA, 0.96 whip. The Rays are 37 and 22 away from home. Very good road team. Might be the best road team. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. They might be the best road team in Major League Baseball. But they're also pretty good covering away from home as well. 34-25 against the spread when traveling. They've been winners in 9 out of their last 11. They're first in runs allowed on the road, first in strikeouts in that same category. And when it comes to the scoring, Tampa Bay is 9-3 to the over in their last dozen. Seattle 4-2 to the over in their last 6, taking on Tampa Bay. So we're going to lean toward a favorite in this one. Give me the Rays minus 165. And the over 9 runs in that matchup there. Next game, D-backs, Dodgers. 4:10 Eastern first pitch in Los Angeles. The Dodgers are minus 200, totals at 8. We saw a 35-cent fade of the Dodgers and movement downward on the total. Los Angeles opened 235 all the way down to minus 200. Total open 8.5 down to 8 flat. 71% are leaning Los Angeles, 54% shaded toward the under. Right now, the D-backs are plus 185 on the money line. The Dodgers minus $110 on the run line. We have Mike Leake for the D-backs, Hyun-Jin Ryu for the Dodgers. Ryu's 11-2 with a 1.53 ERA and a 0.94 WHIP. He also has 117 strikeouts. The Dodgers are the best team in Major League Baseball. Total-wise, Arizona 35-27 to the over on the road. Give me the Dodgers minus 1.5 and the over 8 runs in that game. All right, guys, quick recap. Or no, we got one more. The Phillies. I almost skipped another one. I always do that, guys. Almost skipped another one. We have one more game. Phillies, Giants, 7:08 San Francisco. That's a primetime game tonight. I guess it does have some National League wildcard implications. But anyway, the Phils are minus 110, totals at 9. Nickel fade of Philly in the early wagering. No movement on the total as of yet. The Phillies open $1.15 down to minus 110. Total open and remains at 9 flat. 57% are leaning San Francisco, 62% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Giants are minus 102 on the money line. We have Jake Arrieta for the Phillies, Connor Menez for the Giants. Now, Arrieta comes into this game for the Phillies with an 8-8 record. He also has 105 strikeouts in just 132 innings pitched. The Phillies are just 1.5 games back for that second wild card spot, so they're still in the run there, still right in the mix. They're also 9th in offensive walks, getting a lot of runners on base. Now, the Giants, on the other side, losers in 5 out of their last 7. Also winning just 4 out of their last dozen ball games as well. They've also, they ranked 27th in scoring, 26th in hits, and they are dead last in home scoring. Now, total-wise, San Fran is 6-1 to the under in their last 7. I'm going to lean Phillies, minus 110, and the under 9 runs in that game. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Going last to first, we have the Phils minus 110 and the under 9. We have the Dodgers minus 1.5 and the over 8. We have the Rays minus 165 and the over 9. We have the Rockies plus 105 and the over 8.5. We have the Cardinals minus 1.5 and the under 9. We have the Athletics minus 120 and the under 9. We have the Twins minus 135 and the under 9.5. We have the Rangers plus 1.5 and the over 9 runs. We also have the Braves. Where are they at? Where are they at? Braves minus 1.5 over 8.5. We have the Cubs plus 115 and the over 9.5 in that one. Nationals taking on the Mets. We have the Nationals plus 1.5 and the under 8 runs. Then we have the Royals taking on the Tigers. I like Detroit plus 102 and the under 9 runs in that one. We also have the Yankees taking on the Blue Jays. I got the Yankees, pretty expensive price point, minus 170 and the over 10.5 in that game. We also have the Angels taking on the Red Sox. I got the Angels plus 1.5 and the over 11.5 in that one. And then last but not least, we have the Astros taking on the Orioles. I'm actually leaning Baltimore plus 1.5 and the under 10 runs in that game. And of course, the reason why I'm recapping as of late, number one, Part two of my videos. I do 3 daily uploads. We do part 1, part 2, and then the game of the day. My part 2 videos don't get as nearly as many views as part 1. So maybe a little bit of incentive for people to watch part 2. Plus, it gives my man Blown Stallone a very easy, accessible version to where he can post those picks in the comment section like he does every day. So instead of having to watch the entire video, he can just watch about 2 minutes of me doing the quick picks, the quick recap. So anyway, that is the rationale behind recapping at the end of the show. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Before I get out of here, got to remind you once again, patreon.com/BrockPage. That's my website. We do daily plays on that site. We have a bunch of different memberships and packages. They begin at just $1.99 per month. And let me tell you this, you're costing yourself valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. I'm very, very hot in many different packages there. And if you want to check out my current record in those memberships, that's a part of the free content. Just click the link below and you'll be able to see it right there in the post section. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. Most importantly, I got to thank you for tuning in right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this free content, all this free information here today. Happy Sunday to you. Best of luck in all your plays. And don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.